My hero is right over here in the corner.
So you do sports too,
Yes, sir.
And where you originally from?
We're Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, from Pittsburgh here. When you came down here, you see a lot of the mountains, I guess, where you're from, right?
Yeah, it's very similar. The weather is a little warmer down here, which I like. It seems about to be 5 or 10 degrees warmer from when I'm talking to everybody back home. But sports, the passion is still the same. Whether I think wherever you are in the country, everybody's got their passionate sports fans. That's why I like it.
I know when we get on there, you'll have the cheerleaders when you do the sports. And is there anything especially you like to do? You would like the fans to do when you come up, when you do the sports? I know they used to spell WCYB out or anything like that, or is about it.
We just like them to be loud and as crazy as possible. That's really what I think people get a kick out of anybody. If like guys have their shirts off, like one game a couple weeks ago, guys were dressed up like Batman and Robin for Halloween. So whatever people are dressed up as or get loud, that's what we like the most, because I think that's what people enjoy the most at home.
I think I know you can't be everywhere with cameras.
I'm glad you know that.
That's one thing I want to let people know, that no matter where you're at, it's hard to cover everything in this area, and also in a time factor to being there with sports
we try our best. It's we go about from Clintwood to Greenville. There's about a 3-hour radius that we cover. So Jordan and I, we spend every week, we come up with a schedule, and we try and balance it out depending on who's at home, who's on the road, and we try and get to as many games as possible.
The more closer to Bristol, I noticed if it's like if somebody wants to put John Battle on their plan, that's where y'all going to try to get that team.
Yeah, it may make more sense. What we try and do on Friday night is pair games up. So if there's a game in Clintwood, if that's the only game up there, chances are we're probably not going to go up there an hour and a half just for one game. But if Clintwood or Burton, if we can get a couple games on the way, then that's how we try and make a run. We usually send somebody, wherever they go, they get at least 2 to 3 games. But it does help, if Castlewood, for instance, is playing at John Battle, it's easier to get them playing 10 minutes down the road than it is driving 45 minutes an hour up there. But we've gone to Honaker, we go to Burton, we go wherever the games are. We were just on Clintwood this past week for the big playoff game, and we were at Honaker. So we go wherever the games are.
And also during this week, live on both teams is going up the Interstate 81.
Yeah, they're going up to the Wytheville area.
Wytheville and Galax area the schools is, and that's going to be a long trip for you. And so really, tell you the truth, that's going to be things. Well, let me ask you this one question. We're at Bristol Motor Speedway. What do you think about the excitement here at Bristol? About here, I know there's no racing out there where you're from, but when you come here, you got racing here. You cover it.
Yeah, absolutely. I was kind of a novice of racing. I knew a little bit about it, but when I worked in Bluefield, I knew even more about it. When I came here, I got to cover my first race. It was great. Got to see Kyle Busch spin out Brad Keselowski, one of my first races, and then Brad, when his entrance came down the ramp, said something I won't repeat on camera, but he did say something about Kyle Busch at the crowd. That was the loudest ovation I ever heard at this place. But it is nice. There's no spectacle like you get 160,000 people in here in the August race. It's great. It's great to be that whole week, really. Starting about Monday of that week through the race is this is a place to be, Bristol, Tennessee.
Ryan.